backup plan. So let's say Accio doesn't work. Okay, then what? He prepared for nothing more.
You think that's a plot hole? You haven't even heard my plot hole. I don't even need to fight the dragon. Accio golden egg, baby.
Welcome back, witches, wizards, and muggles to Squib's Corner. I am Jeremiah.
And I'm Andrew, and today we're jumping into Chapter 20, the first task of Book 4, Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire. Before we go forward, let's recap Chapter 19, the Hungarian Horntail. Basically, that chapter wraps around the main event of Hagrid wants Harry to come down. Late at night,
Of course.
they go by, goes to Hagrid's. Then they get Madame Maxine, but Harry's underneath the invisibility cloak. They go over and they see that there are 4 dragons. So Harry finds out that the first task is going to be dragons. Do I throw a pop quiz in right now? Should I throw a pop quiz in right now? Do we do pop quizzes for recaps?
We do now.
Jeremiah,
Okay, right,
Harry sees 4 different variations of dragons. What are they?
You asked me this last chapter.
Not only is it in the last chapter, it's also in this chapter.
Yes, it is. So, the Hungarian Horntail.
I love it.
And then there's 3 other ones.
And 3 others. That's like when Michael Scott on The Office, he's like, I've looked at this 100 different ways. I've looked at it from their point of view. I've looked at it from my point of view. And 98 other ways.
I think there's Chinese fireball, right?
Oh, I like that. We're right now.
fireball.
We're 2 for 2.
That's all I got. Maybe next chapter I'll get 3, and then the next one after that I'll get all
next
4.
chapter.
Probably
so we're
not.
also missing.
Don't count
we're
on
missing
it. Don't hold
the
your breath.
Swedish short snout and the common Welsh green.
Okay.
So Hagrid asks Charlie, what do? They got to fight these dragons? And Charlie Weasley's like, actually, from what we've been told, they just have to get past the dragons. So Harry's like, cool, I came down here at midnight, time's a ticking, I've got 15 minutes, I got to get back up to the Gryffindor common room, I've got a fireplace date with Sirius Black. So as he's sneaking back to the castle, he also runs into Professor Karkaroff. So now Madame Maxine
He
has
literally
seen the dragons.
runs into Professor
Literally
Karkaroff.
runs into him. Karkaroff is sneaking around. He's going to see the dragons. So Harry's like, I don't like this. I know about it. Tomorrow, Crumb's going to know about it. Fleur's going to know about it. So he gets back up to the castle, and he talks with Sirius. And Sirius is telling him, like, hey, man, you just need to be careful, okay? Mm-hmm. All of this stuff, by the way, Karkaroff was a Death Eater. You just need to be careful. And I can tell you how to get past the dragon.
Oh, wait, no, I can't. Bye.
No, I can't, because Ron sneaks downstairs. And remember, they've been beefing ever since Harry's name came out of the Goblet of Fire. So that kind of wraps up chapter 19, which brings us to the first task.
Yes, and the 7-word summary. Got ahead of myself there. So my 7-word so as I was getting to the actual tournament, I didn't like a lot of what I was reading because I felt like a lot was left out. So my 7-word summary is, come on! Harry wasn't the only champion. Because
Yes.
They say, this is what happened here, here, and here. Oh, my God, play-by-play action for Harry. It's a book. It's a book. Take your time. You could have put everything in it. Take your time. It's a book. Come on.
Would love to see.
I mean, we hear about it later from Ron, so I guess that's her way of putting it in there.
Yeah, just kind of minimally. Yeah, it's like, okay, I don't know what the pop quizzes are. Are there any pop quizzes in this
2
episode? Okay, so I don't. 2, okay. Yeah. Right. So, yeah. So, yeah, we get a little bit, but it would be cool. The HBO series, like John Lithgow says in the kind of sneak peek, we're going outside. We're figuring out, we're seeing things that the book mentions, but, we don't really get to see. So it'd be cool if they show something like that. But yeah, and I get that we are Harry's point of view. and we're in a tent,
Yeah,
and we can
I
hear
get
Ludo
it, but-
Bagman. I get it, but would be kind of cool. And I think she does that because Harry knows, yes, it's a dragon, but all he
Sorry,
knows
I'm
is
staring
okay,
at a spider on my wall.
good. I'm
Yes.
I'm happy for you. Very
That's why I'm looking
very
around.
very cupboard under the stairs of you.
Yeah, I guess I'll let him stay there then.
Yeah.
When you put it that way.
So I love this chapter. I think this chapter is really great. But yet the one thing that always bothers me. So my 7-word summary is: Ron comes back now that Harry succeeded.
Don't put it like that.
That is
No, it doesn't sound good.
That's 100% what happened.
It is. It
That's
is.
Oh, Harry, you did great. Oh, I bet whoever put your name in that goblet, I bet they're trying to do you in, mate.
Yeah. That's not good. I think we have good 7-word summaries, but the 7-chapter notables, I was this close to texting you and asking you, hey, what would you use for the chapter note? Because I had a real hard time.
I would not have answered. I would have said no.
Yeah, I know you would have, but I had a hard time. Like I think in the end there was like 8 of them, and then I changed. Like I took a whole bunch out and changed. I had to just again. This is another one of those chapters where great chapter. Not a whole lot of notables in my opinion, but maybe as we go, you could be like, I would have made this a notable. So let's see. Let's see what you think about these. So, number 1, Harry, wanting to be honorable, introduces a new spell.
I like how you combined 2 notables there.
Yeah, I did. I cheated.
I like how that, because we
I mean,
always
I
do
didn't
like the
cheat.
new. We haven't seen this spell before, but it's also very good because when he does it, why he does it is good.
Yeah. I didn't cheat, though. Number 2, it's time to pick your dragons. Number 3, better late than never. Number 4, Harry learned the keep it simple, stupid technique, and it was like riding a bike. Number 5, Ron Weasley.
That was amazing.
Copyright.
Pat and Penny.
Number 6, this doesn't seem like a tie should be possible. Number 7, Rita Skeeter jump scare. And as we move on, I think this might be our second longest first paragraph.
Yes.
Yeah, last chapter was our first longest. So Harry got up Sunday morning and dressed so intensively that it was a while before he realized he was trying to pull his hat onto his foot instead of his sock, which brings you right back to, oh yeah, this is a kid's book.
Yeah.
When he'd finally got all his clothes on the right parts of his body, he hurried to find Hermione. Locating
Because
her,
now remember, he had just seen last night after midnight. He sees the dragons, and then he talks to Sirius about Death Eaters and all this jazz.
Yeah. So he found her at the Gryffindor table in the Great Hall, where she was eating breakfast with Ginny. Feeling too queasy to eat, Harry waited until Hermione had swallowed her last spoonful of porridge, gross, then dragged her out onto the grounds. There, he told her all about the dragons and about everything Sirius had said while they took another long walk around the lake, which, man, that just sounds nice. Like, I'm real
Just
stressed.
sounds lovely.
Hermione, what's up? You want to walk around the lake? Yes. Yes,
autumn.
I do. Yeah.
It's autumn.
Oh, I cannot wait for summer to be over. I was just working today and just thinking, like, I can't wait to be cold. I can't wait to be
I live in
cold.
the mountains. I got it good.
Yeah, I hate the heat. Well, I live in the mountains too. My elevation's 7,000 feet.
Oh, you're higher than I am.
But we get like in the upper 90s now.
Oof.
And especially at this elevation, it's terrible. But I hate the heat, and I'm just, man, I can't wait. Man, I was thinking about like a sweater and how everybody's like, oh my God, it's cold. And I'm like, no, this is great. Oh, I love it. I can't wait.
Love it. Okay, back to our regularly scheduled program. So they go out and they're talking. Harry obviously informs Hermione about everything that happened the night before. The chat was serious, the dragons, all that stuff. Hermione is, naturally, worried about both. But she's like, look, let's keep you alive until Tuesday afternoon, right? The first task is on Tuesday. Let's keep you alive. Let's figure out how to keep you alive, and if we can do that, then we'll figure out the Karkaroff situation. So, obviously, Karkaroff isn't going to kill Harry under Dumbledore's nose, and if that did happen, then we would have had 3.5 great books.
yeah, and it would be a completely different.
Harry Potter stuff.
It'd be a big deal. Yeah.
So Hermione says, "Okay, let's focus on getting past the dragons." Okay, so pop quiz so early. I like it. I like it.
Well, I mean, your pop quiz was even before we started the chapter.
I mean, that's true, but that was an impromptu. This was premeditated.
Yeah, it was. And I think this is I think this is 2 parts. I didn't write if it was 1 part or 2.
I love a good two-parter.
What dragons are going to be in the Triwizard Tournament, which you spoiled it earlier by asking me, so now I'm going to ask you, I guess.
The Chinese fireball, the
you just
Commonwealth
remind
green,
me of
the
Peter
Swedish...
Griffin, just that smile under... just a frozen smile.
The Swedish short snout and the Hungarian horntail.
Sorry, what?
The Swedish short snout, the common Welsh green, the Chinese fireball, and the Hungarian horntail.
Okay. For bonus points, I know we talk about it later, but who gets what dragon?
Fleur gets the common Welsh green. Harry obviously gets the Hungarian horntail. Crumb goes first on the... No, Cedric goes first on the Swedish short snout, and then Fleur goes second on the common Welsh green. Crumb goes third on the Chinese fireball, and Harry goes fourth on the Hungarian horntail.
Bruh, I said for bonus points, not double bonus points. Come on, man. Jeez, talk about show off.
Felt good. Felt so right.
I bet it did.
Okay. So, Hermione and Harry, they're both trying to figure out they're trying to figure out, okay, what are we doing to this dragon? How do we get past this dragon? And they're going off of what Sirius said. Oh, there's a simple spell. Right? So not only... And Hermione's like, I don't think it's simple because we're in year 4. I feel like we would have learned if there was a simple spell. Everything else is going to be a little more advanced. So I want to tell you what I think about this sentence from the book. Okay. I'm not sure who's saying it. Dragons are extremely difficult to slay. This is in one of the books, right? Dragons are extremely difficult to slay owing to the ancient magic that imbues their thick hides, which none but the most powerful spells can penetrate.
Yeah, so there should be nothing easy about this task.
Right.
But what we see later
now
is
we
them
learn
using easy spells.
Now, I shouldn't pop quiz you on a later chapter, should I?
You shouldn't, but you could.
Okay.
Here we go.
It's not really fair. What was the simple spell that Sirius was going to tell Harry to use?
Oh, that's a good one.
We're not going to count this as an official.
Well, I'm drawing a blank because I don't even recall him saying that spell. And even if I did, I wouldn't. I bet if you said it right now, I'd be like, I got nothing.
Now, we can fact check me because I could be wrong. I don't think I'm wrong. You could fact check me. It's the same thing that Victor Crumb does to the dragon. It's a conjunctiva spell to the eyes. And that's what Sirius was going to have him do.
I mean, I guess if you're shooting a spell at its eyes? That
And
would be its weak point?
It's a simple spell,
Yeah.
right? It's a simple spell.
Well,
now,
we learned from the basilisk that the eyes are the weak point, so that makes sense.
Well, and you got to think
I
about
had
it.
issues when it came to Crumb later, just shooting a spell at the eye. I'm like, I thought this was supposed to be difficult.
Well, here's the thing. Think about it. These dragons are up to how tall?
20 feet. They're
50
massive.
feet tall.
Yeah.
These dragons are tall. They're reptilian, so they can have 2 sets of eyelids, and they are also on the prowl, right? So this is a dance between dragon and champion. So it's not like they're standing perfectly still and Crumb can just, it's like shooting at a target.
And the dragons are more focused on protecting the eggs and not themselves.
Right, yeah. So anyway, you're doing terrible on pop quizzes today. So Harry,
it's not new.
Harry and Hermione, they're talking about switching spells. They're talking about transfiguration, instant scalping. No hair though. Pepper breath. Would you want to make the fire worse? Horn tongue. Yeah, give the dragons another weapon. Why don't we? So they're in the library at this point, and then Victor Crumb comes in, and Hermione's like, oh, "What is he doing here? Let's get out of here. His fan club's going to be here soon. Let's get out of here." Yeah. Now I reading this part, the champions aren't supposed to get help. They're also not supposed to know what the tasks are. And Harry and Hermione just have a bunch of dragon books out in the open library. Right? And so it's like, oh, do we pop quiz? Should we do another pop quiz?
Jesus.
I love this. Okay. Who is I'm so sorry to do this to you. Okay. I can click back up. All right. Who is the librarian in Harry Potter?
I'm terrible with names to begin with, so I don't know.
Madam Pince.
Madam Pence.
Madam Pince. So you certainly don't want her to see. And now that they know that Victor's been coming to the library. It's like, why would you have all of these dragon books out?
But what are you gonna do? Okay, there's no cheating. You can't cheat. Okay, you're cheating. Well, we can't take you out of the tournament, so
It's a binding magical contract.
I know it's
It's a
very
binding magical contract. You're in. You're
Can't
in,
unbind
Buckaroo.
anything. So
Yeah.
yeah, well, what are they gonna do?
Yeah.
Make him go last? Okay, who cares? Like,
Already going last.
yes. So, anyways, lack of sleep makes the mind do strange things. Like, for instance, Harry's famous words, "Hogwarts is my home." Go back to the Dursleys? No, thanks. By the way, I kind of miss the Dursleys right about
That's
now.
because you're the worst.
It's been a while since we've talked about them, man. But right about now, Harry is considering running away. Like, this is a stressful situation. Dragons, you got all these other champions. I mean, he's a little at ease knowing that it's dragons, but then at the same time, you're like, it's dragons.
Yeah. Like,
Yeah, cool, but that sucks, right?
Yeah.
But in this instance, facing a dragon is a better option than going back to the Dursleys. Is it though?
and that gave him comfort. It's like knowing that I would rather be here at Hogwarts facing a dragon than go back to the Dursleys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a little crazy. So we also know that his parents are, kind of a little sensitive spot. But the book says this. Well, he supposed he must have been happy with his parents too, but he couldn't remember that. So that sucks. He's got like no comfort right now.
Yeah.
And again, all he wants to do is talk to Ron. He's got Hermione. second best, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
So Harry sees Cedric. Cedric gets up to leave, and he's positive that Cedric is the only one that doesn't know about the dragons. So he wants to tell him about them. Chapter notable number 1. Harry pulls out his wand and said, Defendo, which ripped Cedric's bag of school stuff, just scattering it everywhere. And Cedric was actually pretty upset about it.
It's a new bag.
So Defendo is a severing charm, obviously, and it's a spell used to precisely cut, rip, or tear objects. It is from Latin. It means I divide, but be careful because if you miss your target, you're gonna slash the wrong thing.
Something, yeah.
So Cedric was picking up his things, and Harry just went right up to him, all business. Cedric, said Harry, the first task is dragons.
What?
They've got 4, 1 for each of us. We've got to get past them.
Are you sure?
Dead sure. I've seen them. But I'm not the only one who knows. Fleur and Crumb will also know by now. Madame Maxine and Karkaroff both saw the dragons too.
Why are you telling me?
It's just fair, isn't it? We all know now. We're on even footing, aren't we?
Do you ever think that... I want to do so many random pop quizzes to you.
Oh, jeez. I just diggered myself a hole, man.
What class is Cedric going into?
Man, you ask me stuff I don't pay attention to. Charms.
Yes,
Okay,
it is charms. It is charms. It is charms. Do you ever think I always think about this when I read this chapter. Do you think that Cedric goes into charms, he sits down and he's like, man, I can't believe my brand new bag ripped. And only Harry was out there. Did Harry? Did Harry rip my new bag just so that he could talk to me? Do you ever think like Cedric put it together and was like, bro.
But again, I mean,
So
I guess we haven't heard the spell yet, but Reparo. I mean,
yeah. I know. Come on, Cedric.
Yeah, come on, man.
So before Cedric even leaves, before Cedric can get into class, Moody shows up. He's like, Potter, with me. And you're like, Harry's like, crap. Please tell me he didn't hear that.
But
well,
again,
obviously, if Harry
what's
didn't want it
gonna
to happen.
You get caught cheating, what is going to happen?
Yeah, they really don't take. My guess would be they can, because this is a point system, they can deduct points. Okay. That's my only.
Yeah, because other than that, it's an empty threat.
You have to participate.
It's like growing up, thinking that your parents know everything. They knew how to parent. They were so good at it, and then you get your own kid, and you're like, oh, they had no clue what they were doing.
Yeah, no
They
clue.
just made it up as they went.
Yeah.
That makes so much sense that it sounds like it could work.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
oh, you got a 99. Nope, you got
sorry.
however many points get deducted for G.
Yeah, we know that Hermione was helping you. We know that Hagrid helped you. We know that Moody helped you. You got, so much.
Yeah.
I mean, do you even... so many questions. Like, I love this so much. I won't ask it. But it'd be better if I ask it now, because you might have it in the script later.
How are you doing this?
How many points did Harry get for his completing the first task?
Okay, I gotta get a piece of paper because I think I remember the scores. So, shut up. I remember 3 of the scores.
I remember when.
I
remember when I lost my mind.
28.
What is it?
28.
Have you ever been punched in the throat?
Probably. I used to wrestle, so.
Harry got 40 points for completing the first task.
I thought he got 10, 8, 4, and maybe 6.
He got 8 from Maxime, 9 from Crouch, 9 from Dumbledore, 10 from Bagman, 4 from Karkaroff.
Oh, I left some out then when we get to
Yeah,
it.
yeah, you did. There's 5 judges.
Yeah.
Hey,
I
pop
only
quiz.
I only put
How many
4.
judges? So it would be like, okay, cool, Harry. Yeah, you got 40 points on this, but we found out that you 5 points for Hagrid, 5 points for that's the only thing I could imagine.
Yeah, I mean that would make sense.
Anyway, so Moody had heard Harry tell Cedric about the dragons. He's like, all right, let's go to my office. So when they get in there, this is a really cool part, and it really helps to paint the picture of ex-Auror, Alistair Moody. We get to see in the office, and Harry's been in there twice before, right? He never goes in there the first year, but he has been in there second year and third year. And it's completely different now. There's a cracked sneakoscope, an extra squiggly golden television, what they call an aerial, which we would call a TV set, a mirror that didn't reflect but showed other people in it as shadowy figures. Moody calls these his dark detectors. So Harry shows interest in these things, and he's asking about every one of those. Now, these are super cool.
Which it should have been a chapter notable because
this
him
could
showing interest in these, yeah.
So the squiggly golden aerial is called a secrecy sensor, right? And it vibrates when it detects concealment and lies, which is useless, absolutely useless in a school, since there are students on every floor lying about their homework or lying to friends, right?
He's only partly right on everything that he says right here, but knowing what we know, you can tie it all together.
Well, and because they belong to him, would they be defective, right? So it's
they would be going off, yeah.
Yeah, would they if they belong to him, or would they only be going off to people that aren't him, right?
But you would imagine be going off to him and as well as all.
Well, see, that's the thing, because we assume that they don't actually belong to Barty Crouch Jr. They belong to Moody anyway. So yeah, students to every direction lying. So he's like, oh, it's been humming ever since I got here. Had to disable my sneakoscope because it wouldn't stop whistling. It's extra sensitive, picks up stuff about a mile around. But he lives in a muggle neighborhood. And you're saying a sneakoscope is sensitive and it picks up stuff from a mile around? That seems you need one less.
I mean, he's a little paranoid, so.
Yeah. So anyway, and then he's like, of course it could be picking up more than kid stuff. Like he's always thinking there's going to be stuff. The mirror, I think, is really cool. The faux glass, right? You go see them there skulking around. Remember, they're not clear. They're just kind of shadowy. I'm not really in trouble until I see the whites of their eyes. That's when I open my trunk. And there is just a lot, especially if you've read the book. If it's the first time you're reading the book, there's a lot. If you've read the book, there's a ton going on in this little scene right here.
Yeah, there is there. It all makes sense later, but this is the thing. If you're reading it for the first time, nothing. You're just reading.
You're like, oh, Moody, the ex-Auror.
Yeah, that's the cool thing about Harry Potter. You read it the first time, there's things that make you cry, there's things that make you happy, but you're just along for the ride. You read it the second time, the third time, so every time you read it, you learn something a little bit more. It's nice. So Moody didn't actually care that Harry told Cedric about the dragons. He
actually said it was honorable. He was like, yeah, that was
it's a tradition.
Great thing. Yeah, it's a great thing that you did there.
Yeah, which... See, that's the other thing. I don't think any of the teachers give a that anybody is cheating. I don't think they care at all. I think
Dumbledore does. I think Dumbledore does want to do it, but I think the professors, and I would say Snape would be all over it if he found out.
Well, Dumbledore would be the one that would be like, oh, of course they're cheating. I knew they were going to cheat right when they said they couldn't. They're kids. What are you going to do, right?
Yeah.
So Moody goes right on asking Harry if he has any ideas of how to get past the dragon. Again, if anything, a teacher should be a little bit more stern. But like I said, I don't think they care. Like Snape, yes. Snape would be, what are you doing? We're not to do that.
Yeah. So
Especially Potter.
If you're thinking that this is Moody, you're like, dang, Professor, what are you doing? But knowing the motives of Voldemort, you're like, oh, this makes perfect sense.
Yeah. But Moody gives some really good advice right here, which he calls general advice. But this advice it's good for anybody, not just Harry. And it's another example of amazing writing.
Play to your strengths, Potter.
That's solid advice for anybody.
It's real life.
Yeah.
It's real life.
That's great. I was doing the review and I just sat there and thought about that for a little bit. I said, man, what good writing that is. That's crazy.
Yeah.
So his second piece of general advice is to use a spell to get him what he needs. Bam! Wand. He's good at flying. He needs the firebolt.
I love how Harry takes his time. He's like, I'm not really good at anything. You've got strengths if I say you've got strengths.
And then the first thing out of his mouth is, Hermione. I always laugh at that. But so this is funny. After this, he's in herbology. He tells Hermione that he needs her help. And she says, what do you think I've been trying to do, Harry?
Yeah. You know, and I will say this. I read this chapter, or I listened to this chapter the night that we did our previous episode. And Jim Dale, you know, when I read it, I don't make Hermione as whiny as Jim Dale makes Hermione. You know, I'm very Hermione, I need your help. What do you think I've been doing? I have been helping you. Yeah. And then when they're practicing, he's like, I can't get it. And Jim Dale's like, you've got to concentrate. You've got to focus, Harry. When in real life, she's probably like, Harry, you've just got to focus. You've just got to focus.
Man, I don't know. I could picture Hermione talking like that, though.
That's because you only listen to Jim Dale.
Yeah.
Yeah, you only listen to Jim Dale, and he probably hates women.
You just went off the rails.
Jeez.
I've listened to Stephen Fry, but the way he says some people's names, I'm like, what are we doing here?
I've not listened to him in years.
Well, the way he makes Bellatrix sound, it makes her sound Scottish, which is fine, I guess. But
why is Bellatrix should not have a French accent?
He makes her sound French. Yeah,
she should not have a French accent. In the movie, she has a French accent.
It's
sometimes
not as noticeable as Stephen Fry, though.
Yeah, she should not. Just because her name is Bellatrix, she married into the Lestrange family. Yeah. She's not French.
I should listen to Stephen Fry again.
I said what I said.
Maybe I give him another chance.
You gotta get the CDs to listen to Stephen Fry.
Yeah. So the spell that Harry needs to learn is the summoning charm, which he was supposed to already have learned. And this is what he's asked Hermione to help him with, the spell Accio. You should already know this.
I prefer Accio. But every now and then, because I've heard it both ways.
Oh, man, I'm Accio Potter guy.
Yeah.
Accio Potter guy. I mean, I guess that sounds okay.
I mean, I've heard it both ways, and I legitimately, as I'm reading, I'll say it both ways as well.
Yeah. I would say Accio, but when I hear Accio, I'm like, okay, yeah. I mean,
yeah. Tell us, guys, what's the best way to say it? Let us know.
Yeah, is Molly Weasley's version of Accio, or is it my version, Accio?
Yeah.
Accio. Well, even Harry says Accio, so I think it depends on who says it, I guess.
Yeah.
But you have to say the spells correctly, so that's an inconsistency.
Oh, let's see. Here's where we're going to go. We're going to go.
Oh, we're going somewhere?
How would a double C sound in Latin? Is it hard or soft? Latin, a double C is always hard, making a double K sound. Boom. Like in cat. Very nice.
See, I know stuff sometimes.
I know stuff.
I know a lot of stuff until pop quizzes. Until somebody asks me a question about the stuff I know, I don't know it.
So it is all the spells. Most of the spells we know are derived from Latin. So we got to go with the hard double C. Okay. Accio. You do not have to change your name now.
If we go there, how do you say Voldemort? Do you say Voldemort or
Well,
Voldemort?
it's French, right? So the more is French for death, right? I can't remember what Voldemort. Because she has said that.
You know who? That's how you say his name. You know who? Or you know who?
It is okay. Voldemort, which translates to flight of death or theft of death. Flight as in fleeing or theft as in stealing. So remember, he's trying to become immortal.
It's just a great name.
I mean, it's
especially when you know the meaning behind it. Oh.
It's yeah. So Harry is like, I need to learn Accio, the summoning charm. So they practice, they try over and over and over, and Hermione's telling Harry, look, you concentrate, Harry, you've got to concentrate. Harry claps back with Hermione's spike.
What do you think I'm trying to do?
What do you think I'm trying to do? Harry wants to skip divination, which you'd think Hermione's like, yeah, do it. But Hermione's like, no, you go to class. I'm going to arithmancy. We're going to do this later.
Yeah, you go to your divination. I'll go to my
divination. Your illogical divination and my logical divination. So, but here's the thing. I'm Harry. I don't need Hermione to practice a summoning charm. I just need objects.
Yeah, you got the gist of it now. So now,
right? I don't need her. So anyway, but now that he's in divination, we get our chapter dose of Trelawney because of, let's see, the position of Mars with relation to Saturn at the moment meant that people born in July were in great danger of sudden, violent deaths. And Harry, fed up, right?
That's good, said Harry loudly, his temper getting the better of him. Just as long as it's not drawn out, I don't want to suffer.
Which almost got a laugh out of Ron. It did get eye contact from Ron, but almost got a laugh out of Ron. Harry,
he probably looked up. Oh, that's right.
Harry's like, no, you don't laugh.
Even Harry. Yeah, he was like, no.
Yeah, he's like, you don't. You're dead to me.
Yeah.
So they get done with class. Harry and Hermione, they practice Accio on and off all day until 2 a.m.
Yeah.
2 a.m. This is Monday. Now we've got Tuesday is the first test. So this is when he's got Accio down pat. So this is one of those situations where Harry, for instance, he's scared. He's nervous. He's like, okay, well, I am 14, 3 years fewer magical education than the other house champions. I've got to go get past a dragon or I die. But he was able to focus on Accio. And once he got that down, obviously when you have big things and no plan, they are stressful. You are anxious. You are scared. You're nervous. You're worried. But once you get that plan, you're like, okay, cool. At least I'm going into this somewhat prepared.
Yeah, well, my question here is if all he was ready to do was Accio. There was no backup plan. So let's say Accio doesn't work. Okay, then what? He prepared for nothing more.
Oh, you think that's a plot hole? You haven't even heard my plot hole.
For this? Right now? Right here?
For right now.
Oh, let's go.
You're about to say Ludo Bagman. They go to the tent. Ludo Bagman comes in. Harry's like, I've got to get past a dragon. My plan is to summon a flying broom. Right?
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Ludo Bagman says, you have to retrieve a golden egg.
Uh-huh.
Oh, I don't even need to fight the dragon. Accio golden egg, baby! What are we doing? What are we doing?
I assume you can't use spells on that.
Oh, is that what you assume?
I would assume they didn't say it. They should have said it.
Is that what you assume?
There's little small things in here that if they just would have said a sentence, it would clear up so much. Like
You have to
retrieve the golden egg, but you cannot use magic on the egg to retrieve it. That's all they
'Cause
would
remember-
have to say. Why didn't they include it?
What is the first task? What is the first task?
Well,
Get
past
the golden
dragon,
egg.
Get the golden egg. Yeah.
Has nothing to do with the dragon.
Yeah.
Has nothing to do with the dragon. Get the first task. Get to the golden egg. Oh, by the way, there is a dragon out there, but you have to use magic, your wand, that's all you're equipped with, to retrieve the golden egg.
I mean, could they have just said Accio egg? Like,
You could have at least tried it. You could have at least shown some Hermione's up in the stand. Like, oh, wizards lack logic.
well, it's also one of those things like, oh, that's too easy. We can't do that. No, they would have done something.
We are testing your cunning. We are testing your bravery.
You know what? I have to look it up.
Look what up.
Could they have used Accio on the egg?
And who's going to say yes or no to that?
Maybe J.K. has said something.
J.K. has never said anything on this. I know everything that J.K. has ever said. That's not true.
Oh, you do?
That's not true whatsoever. Because here's the thing. Harry.
Never explicitly stated in the text. It is widely accepted that the golden egg was protected by anti-summoning. Blah, 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 blah. Yeah,
not
J.K.
canon.
Rowling has not talked on it.
It's not canon. Look,
See,
Harry
that's
has
just all of us assuming.
Harry tried it with Horcruxes.
It didn't work.
Accio locket. Okay, nothing happened. I get it. Well, something did happen, but still. But to walk out there and be like, oh, the first task, they didn't say anything about a dragon. The first task is to get the golden egg.
Well, I mean, the
And
dragon's
you
protecting it. The dragon's
Have
just going to
a
let you
magic wand.
go. Yeah.
That's all I'm saying.
So, yeah.
I'm not passionate about this.
No, not at all. So, all good points. All good.
You can't tell
points.
me it's not a good point.
No, it's a great point. I mean, I can tell you it's not a good point.
And
That
this comes up
doesn't
in later
make it
chapters
true.
too. This comes up in later chapters too, where Harry's like, "Oh, you've just mastered this summoning charm, but you're not going to use it when it's necessary."
See, me and myself included, and anybody else listening to this right now that has not thought of that, you just made us all feel stupid, sir.
No, you shouldn't feel stupid because while you're reading it, you're going along with the story. It's not until you read it and read it and read it that you're like, "Wait a second.
Yeah.
He just practiced. Even this morning, he was mastering a summoning charm, and then he gets there, and Ludo Bagman says, your first task is to get a golden egg. Get the golden egg.
Oh, my dear.
Oh, that's great. Oh, that's great. What am I really good at now? Summoning items to me.
Yes.
I can do it with dictionaries. I can do it with quills. I can do it with pillows. I can do it with a firebolt. I'll bet you anything I can do it to a golden egg.
Yeah. All right, so moving on.
Chapter's over. Book is ruined.
That's a good one. So, just like when you're dreading doing something, suddenly it's time to do that
It
thing.
is time.
Professor McGonagall had come down to tell Harry that it was time. Harry walked away almost an out of body kind of way. He was kind of, it said he was walking, but I don't know, just the way the book kind of talked about it. He was seeing the things around him, but not really seeing them at the same time, right?
In the medical world, we would say Harry was experiencing shock.
Well, yeah, there you go.
Harry was experiencing shock.
Yeah. So he was being led towards where the dragons were, to a tent that were hiding the dragons now. McGonagall at this point is visibly and audibly shaken.
Audibly.
Audibly. What? I don't. Audibly. I've always said audibly for some reason.
I love our little chats, Jeremiah.
But she is a nervous wreck at this point. The whole time, really. She is not liking this Triwizard Tournament.
Well, you gotta remember, McGonagall was there. McGonagall sat on the stone wall of Privet Drive. McGonagall
would she
knew.
be as upset if Harry wasn't in it?
No.
No? Because she wasn't happy about dragons. I can't believe dragons.
She was not happy about Harry.
Yeah.
Madame Pomfrey was more upset about dragons.
Yeah.
McGonagall's upset that Harry.
So, Fleur Delacour
Blue.
usually looks stunning. Just all the, beyond stunning, according to Ron. But right now, she looks pale and clammy. Victor looked even more surly than normal. And Cedric, it kind of sounds like he looks the same as usual. It
Just
doesn't really
paced a
talk
lot,
much
right?
about
He just
Cedric when...
paced.
Yeah, they kind of just
Yeah,
speed
he just
over
paced
Cedric.
around.
Yeah. Bagman, of course, he was all smiles and excitement. Well, now we're all here. Time to fill you in. When the audience has assembled, I'm going to be offering each of you this bag. He held up a small sack of purple and silk and shook it at them, from which you will each select a small model of the thing you are about to face. There are different varieties, you see, and I have to tell you something else, too. Ah, yes. Your task is to collect the golden egg. Andrew's favorite part. So Fleur and Crumb had reacted in a way to me that was like, oh, so it is true. And again, Cedric, he's just like, yeah, okay.
Yeah, not one of them faked surprise.
No.
Well, here's the thing. At this point, they don't know anything about the dragons, right? He's just said, I've got the bag. It's full of varieties. You've got to face it, and you just got to get a golden egg. So Bagman hasn't said anything about dragons yet.
I do like in the movies when, they're each picking a dragon and, what's his name? Why did I forget his name?
Ludo Bagman?
Yeah, Bagman gets to Harry and he's like, well, there's only one left. And Harry's like, oh, the Horntail. What did you say? Nothing. I like that little
I hate the movie so much.
It's got a few good parts.
The movie's like,
it's ironic how much you hate the movies, but yet you're the one that scripts them out. You script those episodes.
It's like we've made sure that no one's gonna get killed in this Triwizard Tournament. First task: a dragon breaks free from chains. Now, in this chapter, chapter, it says nothing about chains.
Yeah.
When we're reading this chapter, the dragon, the Hungarian horntail that we see, doesn't fly because it's protecting her eggs.
Yeah, they kind of messed that up, but it's more cinematic. I get it, but still, they could have done it with a different dragon at least. Yeah. Anyways.
So, the crowd joins the stands, right? They hear all of the feet moving past. They're all down. Time to be nervous has arrived officially, but it's been here for quite some time. And it is all that they're feeling. So, chapter notable number 2, it is time to pick what they're going to face. And it turns out, obviously, everyone, even the champions, knows that it's dragons. So, Fleur picked first. She puts her hand in. She brings out the Commonwealth Green. She wasn't surprised. She wasn't shocked. There's no look of, oh my gosh, I can't believe it. She's just like, yeah, cool. All right, I got this. I got this one. Crumb was second. He gets the Chinese Fireball again. Oh, yeah. He picked second. Yeah. The Chinese Fireball. no surprise, no expression. He just goes back. Cedric was third, gets the Swedish short snout. Then came Harry, last the Hungarian horntail.
I'm reluctant to do this pop quiz because you've already answered it, but I'm going to go with it anyways. The champions have picked their dragons in the order we just read it. However, each miniature dragon they pulled out had a number around its neck. What
True.
is the order they will be going in?
Cedric goes first. Then it's Fleur. Then it's Crumb. Then it's Harry.
I think you should be saying Crumb.
I was pulling for Ireland, so why would I say? So then Bagman tells Cedric, okay, you got to get ready. You're going to come out of here when, the whistle blows. And he goes, Harry, can I have a word? And Harry's like, sure, yeah, whatever. So they go outside, and Bagman's trying to give Harry advice. Like, do you have any questions here? Is there anything I can help out with? And Harry's like, no. I think I've got a plan. And then Bagman's like, no one would know, Harry, and winks at him. And Harry's like, no, like, what are you doing? And
I wonder if this, because Harry later has like huge problems with authority. I mean, as one does, but I wonder if this is one of those things that Harry's like, what you guys playing at?
Yeah.
You're the one in charge of this, and you said no cheating, and here you are trying to cheat.
Yeah.
What you doing,
I mean,
bro?
it's Harry, though he kind of skirts the rules in some occasions, he still does go to class.
He's not a political figure, though.
Yeah, so he's not like disingenuous. He's got integrity. So him,
but he also does. He puts like, merit on like, hey, you are who you are. What are you doing?
Well, it's and I don't think he cares about Bagman because he wasn't. It's almost like he wasn't upset at Moody because Moody's like, I'm not going to tell you.
At this point, he's not upset, but I'm just wondering if it.
No, but I think Harry's whole thing is, I told Cedric because I know Crumb knows and Fleur knows we should all be on even footing.
Well, yeah,
and now I've got the guy running this thing trying to give me a leg up. That's not fair. Like I don't want to. I don't want to win it that way. And so Moody is like, hey, you told Cedric that was a good thing you did. I'm not going to tell you what to do. I'm just going to give you some advice. Play to your strengths. What are you good at?
What good advice? That's
now
great.
go. Yeah. So Cedric's about to go out, and Harry's like, good luck. Cedric just, grunts.
It's like those videos that have been going around lately. Like you're walking down the road and somebody say, hey, nice shoes. And the guy, or when you go somewhere and they're like, enjoy your meal. Yeah, you too. Damn it.
Yeah, I should not have said that.
I should not have said that. Yeah.
So Harry and Crumb and Fleur, they're in the tent, and all they can hear are the crowd's reactions. They hear Ludo Bagman. Oh, that was a close one. I don't think I would have done that. Nearly got him. They're listening, and it's just like, geez. And then same thing. Fleur goes out, and then Crumb goes out. And we get, obviously, the point of view from inside the tent, but it's so good. Narrow miss there. Very narrow. He's taking risks. This one, clever move. Pity it didn't work. And
I also wonder, how come nobody, poked their head? Are they not allowed to watch, or can you not see what's going on from?
Yeah, because remember they were given directions: don't come out of the tent until the whistle blows for you, right? Yeah. So I would imagine, hey, don't watch what they're doing because you could get a leg up. Be like, oh, I was going to try that too. Yeah. Now I'm not going to, so it's like, no. I'm surprised they didn't make the tent, soundproof so that they couldn't hear outside. They'd only be able to hear the whistle. But yeah.
And the more we talk about and review these books, the more I'm like, There's so many holes everywhere. It's insane the amount of holes in these books.
Well, and not everything needs to be explicit, right? You would just,
Yeah.
everything would just be so. These chapters, as long as they are, would be twice the size if she goes back and fills in every nook and cranny of, with detail.
You make that sound like a bad thing. I'm okay with it.
I mean, it could be good. It's one of the reasons that I don't really prefer Stephen King's writing, even though I love his stories. He will spend just pages on describing the environment, the atmosphere, and it's like, just tell me what's happening. I don't need to know what the wallpaper is.
That's true. It kind of takes you out of it, but I'm wondering what the way J.K. can write. Not to say Stephen King's, he's an amazing writer.
Obviously, an amazing, yeah, one of the best.
Do you think it would take you out of it though, if J.K.?
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
That's curious. So, it took Cedric about
very curious.
very curious. It took Cedric about 15 minutes to get the golden egg, which seems very quick. Flora was next, and she had the same commentary from Bagman that made this all sound worse. Oh, I'm not sure that was wise. Oh, nearly. Careful now. Good Lord. I thought she'd had it then. It took her 10 minutes. But she used... I think I talk about it later when Ron's
when Ron described it, yeah.
Yeah, I was like, I didn't expect that from her.
It was a great idea.
Yeah. And then Crumb was third. Harry was a nervous wreck at this point. Very daring. That's some nerve he's showing. And yes, he's got the egg. But it didn't say how long it took him to get it for some reason. And I think he got some points deducted because the dragon started stomping around. But they kind of missed the mark on the writing here.
Yeah,
I don't know why they didn't include how long it took him.
Yeah.
I can only assume it was like 5 minutes. He probably got it really quick.
I assume it's more than 10 minutes. I don't
know. He was pretty careless, so he didn't really, he just tried to get it as quick as he could and didn't care how he got it, really.
Maybe, and his was the smartest. But here's the thing. His, for dealing with the dragon, his was the best. Right? We don't, we're straight to the eyes. Like if you had to.
Yeah, I do bring it up later when.
Yeah. Let's see. 10 minutes later, Harry heard the crowd. Fleur got it. Crumb. I assume that he's close to 10 as well because we know that Harry does it the quickest.
Well, I assume at this point he was the quickest, Crumb.
He was, yes.
Yeah.
But I don't know if 5 seems really fast. But anyway, yeah, it doesn't tell us.
I don't know why. That's weird to not put in there.
Yeah. So obviously this is a book about Harry Potter, so save the best for last, right? Let's let's let the tension build. Now Harry's
obviously.
The book said that his legs seemed to be made of marshmallow. There's a whistle. He walks out. Panic hits him like a train. Everyone's looking at him, and there was the horntail. Luckily, protecting the eggs, not coming at Harry.
Yeah.
Right? So remember Charlie said we've got nesting mothers, and they all woke up angry. Their eggs weren't there. They put them all to sleep. They put the eggs beside them. So these you could see these mothers are more concerned about protecting the eggs than they are attacking the champions.
I wonder how the dragons are. Do you think they would have reacted different or acted different if the crowd was silent? Or would that not have made a difference? Because the crowd's very loud.
Yeah, crowd's going at it.
And I would imagine that would, give the dragon anxiety. I would assume.
They don't really, or she doesn't really describe how close the crowd is.
Yeah.
Right? So they could be loud, but they could be very far away.
You
from
would
the
assume they'd be
dragons.
far away, but just because we assume that, I
Yeah.
would guess that they're very close.
Yeah, but Harry and the
Safety?
champions have
What's
to
that?
be closer.
Yeah.
The champions have to be closer. So Harry walks out. Jeremiah scratches his back. And Harry points his wand where the castle would be. Accio firebolt. And everything around him intensified. He's waiting, right? This is the furthest that he has tried. Now, another loophole. Hey, Hermione, on your way down to the first task tomorrow, bring down my firebolt, if you will, and just place it close.
I don't think she would have done that.
I think she would have done that.
I don't think she would have.
I think she would have done that.
She would have said,
Or-
Harry, it's one thing to help you learn the spell, but I'm not going to help you cheat.
That's right.
Yeah.
So finally, the firebolt, he hears it, then he sees it. It's coming right at him, stops right next to him, and it's waiting for him. So he gets on. And then chapter notable number 4, and Harry Potter was in his element, right? As soon as he left the ground, he left his fear behind. Fear has left the chat. This was just another Quidditch match. This was just another snitch to catch. If you remember Harry on the pitch, he's almost a master of flying precision. Great Scott, he can fly, yelled Bagman as the crowd shrieked and gasped. Are you watching this, Mr. Crumb? Who
I love that.
was
I love
obviously watching this.
that. See,
His
and this
tactic?
is where, even if he said Accio egg, and it did work, I mean, all he has to do is get on his broom and piece of cake. Like, that doesn't even seem like a challenge at this point. You're on your broom. You got to get the snitch, which is the egg. Seems like it would be super simple for him.
Yeah, but the dragon is still over the egg,
Yeah.
right? So he's not just going to fly right to it.
Well,
and,
no. But
So you made it sound very simple. I'm imagining this huge Hungarian horntail.
I'm not. It had left the chat
It left
like
the
Harry's
chat.
field.
It left the chat. Yes. So Harry's tactic. He's going to make the horntail chase him, distract him, make him divert. Problem was she would not get off the eggs. So Harry basically had to taunt her, tease her like a fly, right? He's annoying her, and she is locked onto him. She is following his every move, but she wouldn't budge. So Harry knew that she's not going to leave the egg. Finally, she was distracted enough, and he's winding. He's going in, and now she's just super upset. So she gets up, she spreads her wings like she's going to come after Harry. But he's not wanting that either. He's like, I don't want you to get up here and come after me.
I think you'll get this. So she spread her wings. What does the book describe? How wide are her wings?
Ooh, that's a good question. Opens her wings as wide as the night bus. Let's see. What? I don't know. What is it? What is it? I don't know.
A small airplane.
Small airplane.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Which I don't like that because a Cessna is a small airplane. And that's like 15
I would imagine
feet.
her wings are bigger than
Yeah,
small
like a
airplane.
small airplane. You're like, wait a second.
Yeah.
If you would have said like a 747, it's like, yeah.
I mean, the
this
dragon's
monster.
already bigger than the plane to begin with. So
So it's like, oh, you gave him little tiny cartoon wings. So anyway,
Oh,
so
did I get
as yeah,
T-Rex wings.
Yeah. So the Hungarian horntail goes to take flight. There's like, no, I don't need you to do that. I just needed you to get up. He goes down, precision skills, gets to the egg. Harry's got the egg. He's gotten the egg in the fastest time. Now I didn't mention this, but while he's trying to figure out his strategy in the air, he gets close enough sometimes that he has to dodge fire twice. Yeah. He's got to dodge the fire, and then one of those, remember, horntail, He is dodging the fire, but he didn't really get out of the way. Well, he did get out of the way for the horned tail, but it did get his shoulder a little bit. It wasn't deep, but it did get him in the shoulder. So, but he did get the eggs in the fastest time, and he did it without any of the other eggs being damaged. All good things. All good things.
Hagrid was over the moon. Moody was satisfied. McGonagall was happy he survived.
Yes, naturally. Yes.
It seems that, well, maybe, I don't know, the way she talks, it kind of sounds like she didn't know what the first task was, but...
I would assume she did.
Yeah, I would assume she did, but it was more Madame Pomfrey that was dragons. I can't believe dragons.
Dragons.
Yeah. But they were both very upset about the dragons, and McGonagall made him go straight to Madame Pomfrey, who was already tending to Cedric. Which, how did he got burned? Yeah.
Yep, on his face.
Yeah. Ugh. But Harry had gotten his shoulder cut open, like you just said, which she cleaned up and healed in an instant with her wand. Man, if we could just think of how much stuff we would have done when we were little, knowing that we could just heal our broken leg because we jumped off that thing that was way too tall.
Yep.
Oh, man. That would be bad. Then Hermione came in. She was all praise. But Harry wasn't listening to her because Ron came in right behind her. Chapter notable number 5. Harry, he said very seriously, whoever put your name in that goblet, I reckon they were trying to do you in.
Caught on, have you? Took you long enough.
Hermione cried tears of joy, and just like that, it was like nothing ever happened between Ron and Harry. As a matter of fact, from here on out, Ron was overly supportive of everything happening, which, I mean, it was still great.
And I like, you kind of missed out here, like, caught on, have you? Took you long enough. Ron's like, oh, man. He's about to apologize, and then Harry's like, you don't need to say anything. I'm just glad you're back, man. I'm just so glad you're here.
To Harry's point, I've talked, we all have friends. I've talked to people, high school, whatever, and for whatever reason, they just stop talking. And you're like, I didn't do anything. Right? Like maybe they made you mad, but for some reason they're mad that you're mad. And it's like, no, I'm going to sit here. I'm going to wait for an apology.
Yeah.
And that's what Harry was doing. He's like, I didn't do anything wrong. Like, I'm not going to apologize. I'm not caving. Like, that's not going to happen.
Yeah. I'm not going to apologize to you for something I didn't do.
Yeah, well, if anything, like if the two of you really don't, like maybe Ron, he's like, I really don't know what I did. Can we sit down and talk and figure out what's going on? That's different.
Ron,
right?
Yeah, but Ron knew.
Yeah, Ron knew. Yeah. So, Ron goes on to tell Harry what happened in the tournament. Apparently, Cedric transfigured a rock into a dog.
Smart.
Well, it is, but
I don't know if I would have done a dog. I think I would have done like a sheep or something.
Yeah, it just sounds funny. Just transfigured a rock into a dog.
Yeah.
But, it is smart. It worked for a little, but he wound up getting burned, and then he got the egg in the end.
Yeah.
Fleur, so she was able to put the dragon in a trance. But she got her skirt burned, which I have no idea why she has a skirt on for this. That's stupid. But she put it out with her...
Remember, Beauxbaton sounds like a finishing school when it comes to the...
Yeah, but still, I mean, you're in the super serious term. I'm going to wear a skirt. Like, who thinks like that?
Yeah.
That's... No.
Well, they play Quidditch in robes, so...
Yeah, that's true. But when her skirt caught on fire, she put it out with her wand, using a spell that, for another thing, for another reason they didn't name. The spell is Aguamenti. I don't know why they didn't, because I think this is the first time we heard it, right? Pretty sure.
It's very possible.
Yeah, pretty sure. I could be wrong. Crumb just shot out a spell to the dragon's eyes and got points taken away because the dragon smashed most of its eggs. He just went. He's got that attitude like, Like he doesn't care. Like he knows he's good, or I don't know how to explain. I don't know how to explain.
Well,
it.
here's the thing.
No
they
messing
didn't
around. I'm just gonna get this done.
Well,
type thing.
what was the task?
Get the egg.
Get the egg. There was nothing like, but don't hurt the other eggs. What?
Yeah.
It was just get the egg. So why? Did somebody explicitly say, while you're doing this, you can't hurt the other eggs? No, we didn't get that.
I
So
mean,
then
we could assume things said off paper, but we don't assume that.
we
when
just
reading
got
the book.
down. They just learned the task.
Yeah. All kinds of holes.
All kinds of holes. So, Harry has been healed by Madame Pomfrey. Ron is good. They go out. Time for the score. They get the scores. Harry's score. Madame Maxine, they raise their wand up, and these pink ribbons come out, and they make a number. So he gets an 8 from Maxime, and Ron's like, that's awesome. Great start. Gets a 9 from Crouch, a 9 from Dumbledore, a 10 from Ludo, and even Harry's like, what's he on about? I got injured, and Ron's like, Harry, don't stop it. So don't ask questions. And then Karkaroff gives him a 4,
Which
and it's
makes
kind of
sense too.
well, which is it's kind of weird.
Judged, or she scored fairly.
Yeah.
Karkaroff's got a grudge.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Like, you feel like the other four judges should be able to be like, bro. And then the same with Bagman. Be like, Ludo, you gave him a 10? Like, he didn't come out flawless.
Well, this is a conflict of interest.
Yeah.
You shouldn't allow the teachers of the schools to be judges for their students.
Especially when Karkaroff gave Crumb a 10.
Yeah.
So we don't get to see the scores of the others, but we do know chapter number 6.
It's also stupid. Why don't we get to see the scores of the other players? It's a book. Just put it in.
Just write them in. But we do know that there is a tie between Harry and Crumb. Maybe because those are the two that didn't get set on fire. We don't know.
I don't like the idea that there was a tie. This is a tournament that must have a winner.
It's just a task. It's not the whole tournament.
It's
just a task.
I don't know.
And remember,
you got
Karkaroff
5
probably
judges.
went last.
Well, you got 5 judges, so one of you change your like looking. Okay, I got to give one more, one less. We don't want there to be a tie. I mean, come on. I don't know. Maybe that could just be me.
Yeah. So now they're all joined back at the tent to get instructions for the next task, which is going to take place 9:30 on the morning of February 24th. So this is November 22nd. So they've got 3 whole months to figure this out. December, January, February. But now Ludo Bagman's like, the eggs that you retrieved today, take a closer look, they have hinges on them, which means they open. And inside there's a clue that you have to solve to find out what the next task is. So at least this time, they're giving them a chance to find out. Harry and Ron, thick as thieves again, they're walking back to the castle. Then chapter notable number 7. Rita Skeeter, which is funny in the book, is like a witch jumped out of the woods. And every time I read that sentence, I just go like straight to Halloween witches. It's like a witch jumped out of the woods. Yeah. So Rita Skeeter jumped out, trying to have a quick word from Harry, and Harry's like still full of adrenaline, got his best friend in the world back. It's like, yeah, you can have a word. Goodbye.
So, I have to say I'm a little disappointed in this chapter.
You would be.
Well, reading or listening to it as just a regular Harry Potter fan, great chapter. But as I'm going through it as a chapter review, I'm like, why there's so much left out? Why wasn't there more? This is the Tri-Wizard tournament. We're making a big deal of it.
Yeah.
And then this just seems like this first task was just kind of rushed through. Like, it should have been given way more attention than it was given. That, like I said, it could just be me, but I don't know. Just,
Well, and I agree with you. Like, when you think of, it's like, well, wow, you know, we need to see everything you got.
yeah.
And I got done with that in 15 minutes. Oh, I got done with that in 10 minutes. Oh, I was the fastest. And you're
Well,
like,
the fact that she didn't include, like, what the other champions, like, why didn't we get to see what they were doing?
Yeah.
Why? I get it.
I
get it. It's
Harry's point of view, yeah.
But, I mean, that makes sense, but to put so much importance around, like, this is called the Goblet of Fire. The whole book is called the Goblet of Fire.
And
Then
the
when you
Goblet of
actually
Fire
get to
comes
it,
and
you
goes.
just kind of brush over it. Like,
Yeah.
why do that? Why? I don't know.
Yeah.
I didn't like that, but you got some positives because you said you really liked this chapter.
Yeah, I liked the chapter. I like to see, you know, because the chapter really could have been two chapters.
That's a lot of chapters, yeah.
Yeah, it could have been pre-task and then task.
Yeah.
You know, so we've got 2 days for Harry to cram. Gets good at Accio. Cool. We go down, and now the first task happens. So you get this. We get the dark detectors. Like, ooh, that's cool. We get Moody, who at this point, if we're reading it for the first time, we're like, oh man, this is like the best teacher ever. He's seen things, man. He's the real deal. And he's like, oh, very admirable of you, Potter. Let's help this out. You know, so a lot of cool little things happen in there. And then you get to the task, and we are, you know, first time reading this, we are as anxious as Harry is.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, what's going to happen? We've seen Harry get injured before. We know that Harry isn't fragile, but we know that he is not an amazing wizard, and now he's going up against a dragon. Like, what's going to happen? So then you see him success and cool. I hate the timing of Ron coming back like this. Harry, you know, just does the best at the task, and
yeah, you
Ron
can look
wants
at
to
it
be
both
besties.
ways. Like, yeah. I mean, the excitement there. You know, you could have just let the excitement take over, but it does sound like, oh, you're back on top. Let's do this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what it feels like.
And as far as Owl Post goes for the week, I don't think we have any. Did you have any Owl Posts to bring to the table this week?
Not
Andrew?
any recent stuff. I was reading through some old ones that we've not mentioned from last book and book 2 that were kind of fun. Maybe we'll bring those up next time.
Well, thank you, everybody, for watching us, whether it's on Spotify or YouTube. Like I said, if it gives you the option to leave a comment, rate us, share us to all of who?
All of the Potterheads in your life.
Ah, that's right. And join us next time when we recap Chapter 21, the House Elf Liberation Front. And I'll leave us with this. Don't turn your back on me, Harry Potter. I want you to look at me when I kill you. I want to see the light leave your eyes. Squib's Corner is hosted by Jeremiah Lobot and co-host by Andrew Beecham. We would love to hear from you, so drop us a rate and review, to inquire about being a guest and for questions and comments, or to just give us your Harry Potter story. Email us at squibscorner@gmail.com. To watch Harry Potter merch unboxings, follow my YouTube, Accio Potter Guy. Lastly, you can leave us a voice memo and follow us on Instagram at Squibs Corner Podcast.